Hi, and welcome to the Beer Double. I am Chris Quinn, coming to you once again from the basement here at the store. And today I've got what has kind of become a little bit of a tradition here on the show, which was doing some sort of Bourbon County Stout tasting every year. As you guys know, I've proclaimed my love for this beer many times over on the show in the past, and for a lot of people well, I think around the country at this point, but certainly here in Chicago, it's probably even heightened. A lot of people are just interested to try this beer every year and see how it's doing, how it's changed, how it's not changed, and really just kind of monitor and partake in what's considered to be the original bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout. A couple changes here, mainly in packaging in the beer this year, as you can certainly tell. The Bourbon County has never looked anything like this in the package. They changed pretty much everything about it. It has gone from it was always available in 12 ounces, and sometimes the specialty versions, and for a very short period, even the regular version was available in the 22-ounce bomber. Now everything is in single-serve 500 ml, so roughly 17-ounce bottles. They also did away with the main label, which is kind of interesting. So that I'm not sure how I feel about. On the shelf, if this beer would ever see the shelf. It doesn't really have a label. So I guess that's maybe how it stands out, except for this little tag here. And essentially, depending on what type of Bourbon County it is, there are variants of it. This label up here would change. So to me, though, the packaging reminds me very much of a whiskey, particularly like one's kind of like Bullet, which I brought here as a this kind of embossed glass, custom glass kind of job here. It says, bourbon, and this says, here, bourbon. I don't know. To me, the similarities were pretty similar, So, yeah. So, anyway, meh. But we're not here to taste Bullet bourbon. We're here to taste Goose Island Bourbon County. So, let's give it a try. Today, I've got a little bird bottle opener from a company who sent me I guess they make bird-shaped bottle openers. So there we are. Now this beer was counter pressure filled, but it is a bit of a low fill, so I don't know if I'll be getting any sort of oxidized notes. It's a pretty hearty beer. It comes in this year. It's 13.7% alcohol by volume, which is funny because I thought I had a different version of this, which was at 14%. So I have recently had another version of this, another bottling of this, and I thought it was at like 14.3, so about 0.5% alcohol higher. But anyway, let's see how this guy is tasting. So it pours pretty thick. Cool new label on or cool new cap as well. I'll pop that back on there. Dark is all get out. You just get a little bit of highlight around the edge. Actually, if you hold it up just quite right, you can kind of see through it. So not completely jet black. The head was a little fizzy and kind of dissipated, but like a dark brown sugar colored head, and it is kind of slick as it just kind of coats the glass. You can see it changes the color of the glass, which is almost like a characteristic of stouts like Bourbon County at this point. Man, it smells pretty darn good. The version I had before had much more coconut and vanilla. This one has a little bit more dried fruit, booze, and then like toasted coconut underneath it, and a lot of kind of fudgy black chocolate as well. Certainly get the alcohol. You can smell just from the nose. You can tell that this is a particularly strong beer here. You're right around 14%. Full, slick mouthfeel. Good amount of sweetness to it. Big amounts of chocolate, and then toasted coconut kind of comes right in on there. Less than the bottling I had before. Not as much vanilla here. Yeah, real chocolatey, a little hot. You know, your mouth actually, I mean, you get some of the heat down here, but actually in your mouth there is alcohol heat. So it's kind of that level of strength. Mouth coating, like a caramel, burnt sugar, sweetness to it as well. Very low carbonation. Again, you know, that could have something to do with the fill level here. I mean, it certainly tastes like Bourbon County. There is a hint of, like I was saying, burnt sugar, of like a bite right at the end. Not quite acrid, but just like the sharp bite. Sharp bite might even be a bit much, but a little bit of a bite, I'll say. I'll just leave it at that. But certainly tasty. I mean, kind of those Samoans or whatever the Girl Scout cookies are called now that have the chocolate and the caramel and the toasted coconut on there. Certainly a level of that as well. Solid beer for sure. Look at it, like pours like you know, motor oil. Whoa, doesn't want to stay on. Please drink me all. Don't share any of me. So yeah, a little kind of treat for people who come into the store today. Thought it might be fun to share it with you guys as well. This is the 2015 Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. New format, but pretty much the same great taste. Really excellent beer. Definitely a top level bourbon barrel Russian Imperial Stout. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can give me a shout at info@craftbeertemple.com. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and all those places. Instagram, I hear a lot of people follow us on there. That's nice. I'm surprisingly social media inept. Surprising to other people, not to people who truly know me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. There we have it. Until next time, I've got some great beer to drink, and hopefully you do too. Stop on by the store today, and you will. Cheers, guys.